Hi guys, welcome to the vlog again. Today we're going to talk about why leading a team is such an important business skill. Very often in my seminars, talks and workshops, I've asked the question, what are the key business skills that are required, especially on the soft skills side, and I'd often say that your ability to lead a team is one of the most important skills that you would need. To start, I'd just like to share a thought by a very famous American entrepreneur called John Craig. So he has this quote where he says, no matter how hard you work, no matter how engaging your personality may be, you'll never get far in business if you can't work through people. So the ability to work through people is something that is extremely important for each and every person. As a person enters the organization, the first thing that he does more often than not is he works as an individual contributor. So there the company is really telling him, hey, listen, get a result out of yourself first. Never trust a person to lead somebody else that first can't lead themselves. But obvious, an organization will say, please get a result out of yourself. If you do that well, you go to the next stage of the leadership ladder. So there your company would say to you, now listen, you've been very good at getting a result out of yourself. Now get a result out of you plus say 3 or 5 people. If somebody manages to do that very well, then your company will say, listen, you can get a result out of 5 people well, now get a result out of 15. If you do that very well, your company says, okay, now get a result out of 40. And if you keep doing those things well, maybe you can become the CEO of your company someday and lead 1 plus 1,000 people. Now the logic also works backward, right? If somebody can't even get a result out of themselves, there's no way he can get a result out of 3 people. If somebody can't get a result out of 3 to 5 people, if he can't even manage or lead them well, there is no way he can get a result out of 15, so on and so forth. So my first suggestion to people often is, first become an expert at getting a result out of yourself. That's something that's very important. Secondly, understand and know that the whole topic of leading people well and getting results out of people is one of the most important business skills that you have. I could go out on a limb and say that if you don't really master the art of leading people well, of getting results out of people, there's only that far that you would go in your career, because there are very, very few professions where you can just operate as an individual contributor. In most professions, you'd always have to lead a team if you want to make progress. Okay, now the good news is there's a lot of chatter about, okay, are you born a leader? Can you develop? Can you be made a leader in a way? And I don't like getting into that argument. All that I tell people is that if you really read the right material, if you really train yourself, if you pay attention to it, you can become a much better leader or manager than you were yesterday. And that's all I think people should concentrate on. Just keep becoming a better version of yourself, keep becoming a better manager. But for that, the first thing that you need to remember is the importance of this particular subject to your career, to your life. Okay? Tell me what you thought about this blog. If you have any more leadership related queries or questions, please reach out to me. I'd be glad to answer them in subsequent vlogs. Okay? Thank you very much.